Welcome to Magic CSC by Easy Tutorials. In this lecture series, we are going to see the concepts of database management system. And in this video, we are going to have a quick introduction and we are going to know about the basic terminologies of DBMS, that is Database Management System. So let's start with data. So always if you want to know about any technical term, you just click the word and you get the meaning for each word, then you will get to know the concept. So this is the short and sweet trick which you can follow always. Now we will start with what is the difference between data and information. We all will be hearing about data, information. These words are normal words. You may be having a doubt whether data and information are same or not. They are entirely different. So data means it is raw factual entities. I'm having a class of students. From the students, I'm writing their names, and from each student I'm collecting their marks. For 5 subjects, I'm getting their marks. I'm writing it as comma separated values. So this is a raw factor. I'm seeing his paper and I'm writing his marks. So it is a factual information and it is a collection of raw facts. So this is the data. So for the entire class I have written. So for each student, I'm going to add up all the collected marks. Then I'm going to put a total, average. Then I'm going to find what is the rank he got. So all these things I'm going to enter in a report and I'm going to give him as a report card. So each value in the report card is information. Why? Because I processed the data and I generated that information. So if it is a raw factual entity, it is a data. If it is a processed data, it is called information. So data and information are entirely different. So data means it is just collection of raw facts. Whereas if you are processing the data and you are producing something, means that is called information. Another example is from citizens, they are collecting their name, age, all the details. So that is a collection of facts, that is data. And once they'll be processing it and they'll be producing a report called a census report. This is an information. So it will have the population count, then literate rate and many details. So these all gives you the information which was processed from the data. So always when you process the data, it becomes information. So if you want to process the data and generate information, means you need to store the data in the right way. So DBMS helps us to do that. Always what data you are storing today will be the future's information. So you'll be processing the data and you'll be producing information. So you are having a requirement to store the data. DBMS helps you to have good storage as well as fast and easy access to the data. So the next terminologies which we are going to see is regarding tuples, fields and relations. So in DBMS, we will be storing all the data in a table form. So the technical term for the table is called relation. So if you are going to learn DBMS, before entering into the practicals, you need, and any concepts, you need to know these technical words. So each and every technical term is important and you should know the meaning for each and every term. So the first technical term which we are going to see is relation. So relation means the rows and columns are intersected and everything will be having data. This entire table is called as relation. So let us see what is tuple and field. So tuple means a single row. We'll see with an example. So here I am having the table named as student details. So here all the details of the students is stored. So each cell will give you a raw fact, that is data. So you are storing this data in this table format. The technical word for this table is relation. So now you consider one particular row. So this particular row gives you the details about the student Alexa. So what is his roll number, what is his phone number, all these details you can get. So about one particular entity, you are getting an entire detail, means that is called as record or tuple. Generally the rows will give you that. So in a table, the rows will give you a particular detail about a single thing, that is called as rows or tuples or record. Whereas if you are taking a column, for all the tuples, it will talk about or it will give you the detail of a particular subject. So this row this column will give me the subject called as name. All, if I want to know the names of the all student, I'll be using this column. So this is called as attribute or field. So a column is attribute and the row is tuple. Here this column will give me the subject regarding phone numbers. So phone numbers of all the students present in the class. If I want to know, I'll be using this attribute phone. So tuples means the row. It gives you all entire detail about one particular entity. It may be a person, a department, a company, or any item. Whereas field will give you details about a particular subject. So that is called as field. The other name for field is attributes or column. So this tuples and fields together form the relation. That is, colloquially we call as table and technically we call as relation. So in databases you will be having these tables or relations. The next terminology which we are going to see is database versus database management system and relational database. So collection of this structured data. So in the table format you are creating a structure, and in that you are storing either data information. That is called as database. It should be stored or preferably it should be stored and accessed electronically. That is, in a computer system you have to store it. Initially it was accepted that databases can be maintained in files and ledgers also, but now currently databases are electronically only maintained. So you are having the database. So how to enter values in it? That is your creation of the database, entering values in it, accessing it. For all these operations, you have a separate set of programs in a system, and that system is called as database management system. So collection of this data along with the set of program to access in the sense for creating that structure, storing and accessing, querying what is this, like that you can ask and you can retrieve something. So that is called as access. So for performing all these things, you have a set of programs in a system. That is called as database management system. So between your data will be actually stored in the form of tables, and that is called as database, and the system which helps you to have better and quick access is called as database management system. And if these tables are related to each other, so they are organized and accessed based on the relationship between the database data items, means that is called as relational database. So every tables will be related with each other. So that is called as relational database. And the DBMS for that relational database is called as RDBMS. So always note this, the pictorial representation for database storage. Storage itself means it will have a cylindrical shape like this. Hope you understood the difference between database management system and RDB and RDBMS. So now schema is one technical word which is always used. So schema means while you are creating a database, you are going to make an overall design structure. That overall design structure, the blueprint is called as schema of the database system. And instant means the data which you are storing at a particular moment. Data tends to change, right? So at a particular moment, what data you are going to store, that data value is called as instance. Next we will see the topic data abstraction or view of data. So data can be visualized in three different forms. The first level or form is physical. So physical means how actually the data is stored. Electronically you are storing the data in some structure, right? That is physical schema or physical level. Then logically what data you store in it, the content you store in the table. So that is called as logical level or logical schema. And the users will be viewing or interacting with the data via some app or applications. So in that application, the entire details will not be shown. Only a particular or part of the details will be shown. So that part of the details, the part of the entire data base will be projected, not the full database. So only that part alone you are abstracting, others are hidden. Only a particular thing is projected. That is called as view level. So you can view the data in three different forms. How it is actually stored, it gives you the physical level. what data is stored will give you the logical level, and you are not going to display everything to the user, end user. You are going to hide something and you are going to project only the part of the data, and that projection is called as view level. So the database contents can be viewed in these three formats. Next, there are many topics theoretically, like architecture of the database management system, applications, and many things. We are not going to go into theoretical part. Directly, we are going to move into the SQL introduction. So in the next video, we'll be seeing what is SQL introduction, the terminologies used for that, and the most important thing is the types of SQL commands. So stay tuned to Easy Tutorials Magic CSC. Hope you would be liking this video. Kindly give a thumbs up, share this with your friends. Do subscribe to our channel. Thanks for your support and thanks for watching.